So Adam, what's the plan for the show today?
I was thinking maybe we keep it a little loose. I'd actually kind of love to hear everybody's opinion about what we should do.
Let's do an episode about lists. Really relatable and...
Crayons. We revisit crayons, only this time, it's about the crayon.
No. How about an episode about how pins always disappear and whose fault it is?
I did not steal your pen.
Oh, sure.
Or what
whatever,
about
that's
the
fine.
color green or pickles? Or maybe we
but
could
bowling balls is
continue
something
to
too.
deal with
Why
the
are all
love
these
language
Well, actually-
conversation.
Five
And
bowling
actually-
balls. Otherwise, it doesn't.
Actually,
Because bowling. What?
I was thinking maybe we do an episode on listening.
I'm sorry. What?
Okay, so this kind of thing happens all the time. In life, in business. I mean, it's even why I stopped watching cable news. It's people talking at each other. Nobody's listening. No one is taking turns. It's all just me, 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 me. Why do some of us, okay, most of us, stink so badly at listening? I'm gonna pull the gang here. So, what do you guys think?
Maybe it's because people want to win a conversation.
Oh, yeah, so it's about the fight and not so much about the exchange. Yeah, I get that.
Sometimes, yes.
Yeah, I get that.
For me, it comes from a place of enthusiasm.
Oh, okay, so even though it's coming from a good place, you do recognize that it's still a little rude though, right?
Maybe sometimes it just bubbles up in me.
Yeah.
For me, it's if you say something wrong before, I don't want to have to listen to it again.
Yeah, I definitely get that.
I think if you're insecure, you do it because you're trying to fill the personal space with sound.
Yeah, nervous energy is totally a thing. I really appreciate all of you guys being so candid about this. When we interrupt each other, we're not hearing each other. Being heard is a basic human desire. How can any of us expect to learn anything if we don't hear all kinds of different ideas? The times in my life that I think I've grown the most were the times when I was forced to confront and process ideas that made me really uncomfortable. I once went to this retreat, and the main speaker was saying stuff about how to help the homeless that made me really uncomfortable. I didn't agree with him at all, but rather than storm out, I kept listening. And a couple days later, I figured out what I thought about his ideas. And I totally didn't agree with him, but I'm glad that I had to figure out what I actually thought. People fall in love with people who listen. Wars end when people listen. How does listening begin? I think we start with the basics. Ask yourself, am I a good listener? It's harder to own than you might think. When other people are talking, do you really hear what they have to say? Or are you just waiting for your turn to talk? Are you an interrupter? Do you let people finish their sentences? Do you? Do you really? Seriously? I've been practicing checking myself and checking myself often. So here's the thing. My hero Fred Rogers says that listening is a prerequisite of love. We're missing out on a lot of love if we're not listening to each other. And I don't want to miss a single thing.
And cut.
Wait, so what's today's episode about?
Something about something. Listening, maybe. Take. We don't know.
So, what do you guys think?
For me, it comes from a place of enthusiasm.
Oh, James has the feeling. A lot of us are missing a lot of love if we're not listening.
Excellent. Okay, cool. We got that. It's weird, but we got that. I mean, it's weird.
Thanks so much for watching, everybody. For more Adam's Answers episodes, you can click right here. And please don't forget to subscribe. That happens down here. Laugh a little, think a lot, love better.